Roundup of Punishment is a film where I wanted to make a cop action film, and all stories are based on true stories, and this is how we're making the film. I have many detectives I'm close with in Korea, and I also got a lot of information on real cases from them when I was planning the film, and this is how I am doing the planning. We've been working together for a long time, and we have a very close relationship personally as well as work-wise. And when I worked with him as a director, there weren't any big changes. And we were also able to expand the work further to comedy and other parts. And we were able to find a new and even more fun way to work together. In Korean films, there were many successful works until the 90s, but the successful action films seem to be impossible in Korea. Just until the first part of the Roundup, we did not believe that this film would become this kind of successful franchise film. Rather, we thought that it would be impossible. Many people thought it would be impossible. Succeeding in this kind of challenge was possible thanks to Don Lee, who's sitting next to me, because he only slept 2 hours per day. He continuously worried or was pondering about ideas for the next work, and he has this passion for film. The Roundup Punishment 4 was produced during the pandemic, and this was a time where the number of cinema visitors went down drastically, and I'm very thankful that the second and third sequel had more than 10 million visitors, for which I am beyond grateful. At the same time, with the soon-to-be-released number 4, we wanted an action film that you can watch in the cinema, an action film that is more impactful if you watch it in the cinemas, and that's what we're working on. This time, the director, who is originally a stunt coordinator, a martial arts director, has acted as a director for the first time, and I think he will also act and direct other films in the future. And he's an outstanding director who will make great films and other films in the future. He made it so that it was easy for us to act it, but it looked difficult on the screen. Of course, in order to act, the actors have to work out and work on their physique. So this requires a basic kind of training. And if this is used to put action scenes on the screen, then we have the touch, which is a very important part in the film. And I think the director had a very important role in this. So I'd like to mention 3 things. First, our director Heo is designing action scenes in a way where he doesn't only focus on the movement, but he also takes into account the character, and he creates action scenes and punches that befit the character. When Don Lee and my character first met, I always felt very excited. He's a person who's like a dancer. As soon as you try working with him, it feels like you're dancing with him. So this is also why I'm very excited for the first scene where they meet. And this is also why the first scene where they meet is the most memorable for me.
예, 저는 그 액션 장면을 찍을 때
When shooting an action scene, I remember these scenes the most, and this is because I do many action scenes,
쉽게
but
빨리 끝났어요. 그래서 집에 빨리 갈 수 있었어요.
it was weird that filming this film, the action scenes ended so easily and fast, and I could go home early. For me, the whole film was so much fun and memorable. And as we did our best when we did this film, it's an honor that we were able to come to the Berlin Film Festival with this film.